Out here shortly. Talking with the chat. Head out just to be on the safe side. We're gonna go hit another hole here shortly too. See if we can get a couple people in here. It's live. We got one in the house. I'm gonna let some people get in here so I can explain why I'm back at the same exact hole and why I came back here early like I am. And we'll go from there. So let a few people come in and we'll get it going. Armag, what's up, bro? Welcome, welcome. Armag, do me a favor. If you're over in the Discord for the Crow's Nest, do me a favor. Go over there and send a notification for me. That way we can get some more people in here. But welcome. We're going to go over here and get on the water. I'm going to make a few casts, and then hopefully we got a few more people in here. We'll chat it up. I think this hole's been pounded on enough. Yes. Everybody coming in, double tap that screen. Welcome to RayRay Outdoors on some early morning trout fishing. Armag, since you're the only one in here right now, and it seems to be like it's gonna be, it's gonna be a slow morning. Pretty much like yesterday, my wife accidentally left my Bluetooth speaker here. It's like an $80 speaker. It's a JBL clip. And I thought with all the kids being here yesterday, and because some kids came down right here to this spot right when we left, I figured it'd be gone, and it wasn't. It ended up being here. So I'm gonna toke up real quick, let you guys absorb this view, and then we're gonna move. We're gonna go down a little bit. We're gonna go down a little bit and try to see if we can find us another hole, possibly hook up on a fish. So. But I hope each and every one of y'all is having a blessed day. Rude Mints, what's good, brother? Welcome in. Welcome to RayRay Outdoors, man. I don't know if you're a subscriber, but if you're not, if you like fishing content, check out this page, subscribe, and lots of catch and cook videos, lots of fishing in general. It's kind of what my whole page is. But nonetheless, I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Ooh, my butt is getting wet. Hold up. Get up here. Said I'm subbed. I appreciate that, man. yeah, hopefully you like the content, man. We just got out on the water the other day. I caught my first freaking tiger trout. I thought that was pretty awesome. Right here from this spot. That's where I keep coming back. I kind of came back though today because, like I said, I just had lost my speaker and I kind of wanted to get it back, man. My wife's like, oh, I'll get you another one, but it didn't rain this morning like it was supposed to, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and go get my speaker. If it's still there, it'll be there, but if I leave it on the bank, it's gonna flood and the creek's just gonna take it if it's still there. And she's like, okay. I was like, well, since I'm going over there, you care if I go ahead and fish a little bit too? She's like, no, go ahead and do your thing. So, all right, bet. Well, allows me to get my little hour of fishing in and hang out with you guys for a little bit. And then I told her if she needs me, I'm in the chat. Cheers. I'm gonna go down here next to the water. All right. Now that we done hit the fish whistle, or better yet, the fish whistle hit me. Woo-wee. No, but I figured let's go do a little bit of looking around, finding another hole that ain't been fished as frequently, and maybe then we'll get into a fish pretty easy. There's fish right here. I just got to set it up a specific way, trout fishing and or power bait, my bad. And I just don't want to use power bait today. I kind of wanted to just get out here and use a spinner. If I hook up with one, I hook up with one. Hope each and every one of y'all are having an absolute stunning day. Looks like the sun's about to pop out for us. Rude said, I'm sober. Hey, congratulations, brother. I mean, technically I am too. I'm 6 years clean from harder drugs, but I have a medical marijuana card. So here in the state of Pennsylvania, it's legal, and that's my medical use. That's what helps me, man. A lot of people, they prefer to take prescription drugs, which if you do your studies on prescription drugs, oh, wow. Whoa, look, guys, a big-ass bullfrog. Look at him. Can you guys see him clear? Nice. It's always good to get out here and see something wild in the morning. All right. But no, back to what I was saying. Cannabis is like definitely my number one thing, man, because all these drugs they feed you, whether it's depression medication, whether it's anxiety medicine, all that stuff. If you do your research on it, some of the chemical compounds that are in it, when it mixes with the specific food compounds that we eat on a daily basis, they cause cancerous like tumor cells. And that's why a lot of people end up dying pretty young, end up with cancer pretty young, because they go to the doctor, they believe what the doctor says. Use frog as cut bait. No, man. Not at this creek. Maybe if we were at a river. If we was at a river, then possible. he said it's clear. So you guys got to see the frog. It's pretty cool. A lot of people, when they come back into these remote places like this, they don't end up having service. They're like, I can't get it to be clear back there like that. But I think usually what it is if you're moving a lot, having a phone stand, leaving it sit, kind of have it up a little bit, it helps. So to the three in the house, welcome. Here, I'll flip the camera around so you guys can see what else we got going on. There's the creek down there. We also got a smoggy pond or whatever right here. There's another one down that way, a bit of ways as well. Bunch of turtles down there. They're all stacked up on a log. I want to see if we can get into something down here. You know, them guys said that them kids yesterday were about 600 yards down. I wonder if they're talking right here. At the flat. Some stairs down here in the middle of the back area of nowheres. Nice and trashy. I can't stand that, dude. I can't stand that. Don't get me wrong. If you bag it up and hang it in a tree or something, cool. Cool. I'm fine with that. But when you're sitting there and you're not doing that, and you're literally just trashing, God, man, pick your shit up, man. Trash all in there. Super glue package. Somebody down here making meth. And yes, I said meth, because that's what they're doing with it. You can take super glue, Gorilla Glue, there's specific chemicals in that stuff where you can make drugs. And now here in Pennsylvania, if you want to buy super glue, you want to buy anything of that nature, you got to present your ID. It has to be a valid ID. Which is kind of crazy. That way they can keep track of who's buying what. I think it's nuts. Watch out for snakes. Oh, man. Yeah, it is early. Thank you, Ramad. Thank you. Honestly, bro, I did not think about that because I'm not normally out here in the morning. You know, but I think that's the wonderful thing about coming out at a different time. Coming out at a different time is, can be beneficial. Here, let's try something. Let's try something. I bought this freaking stand so it could wrap around trees. Let's see if it'll do it for me. Kinda. Not really. Trying to get you guys clipped up to the tree here. How's that? I'm down here. Oh, no. I had it set tight. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. All right. Whew. Snakes aren't gonna fuck with you as long as you. Yeah, Dragon, I already know, man. Hey! Early bird gets the worm, brother. Welcome in. Jeffrey, welcome. Eric, welcome. We had to come down here, man. We had a big day yesterday. Came down to the creek and some kids stole my fucking stroller, man. We walked my kids all the way from my house, which is like 5 miles away. You know, we took a day to go. We packed up a bag, came down here to the creek to have like a little picnic. We sat for a little while, and then I decided to go ahead and start a live. Well, while I was doing so, I wasn't paying too much attention to our stroller. And the fucking punks took it, man. They took it, and if I'm not mistaken, if it ain't here that they brought it down to, then it had to be on and up a little bit more. But they drove it right into the creek, so my son had to sit in a seat that was just completely soaked. But the good thing was it wasn't broken. And I don't know, a couple 10, 11-year-old and like a 12-year-old. To me, none of those kids should be down here, miles away from home, no parents. That is bad parenting, in my opinion. But we're gonna see if there's a trout right here. We're gonna pass this spoon around. We're just jumping hole to hole, and we'll probably honestly work our way back the other direction after this spot, just to head back towards the house. But if you haven't already, double tap that screen, and I appreciate each and every single one of you guys coming out here to hang out with me this afternoon, or this morning I should say. I haven't slept yet. I was out getting my car running last night. That's why I'm awake. Oh shit. Somebody was already down here making the meth, the drugs. Which I think is freaking crazy, dude. Alright, make some cash. I don't think I'm gonna hook up here, but if we do, we'll just have to be swift with it. But it's a beautiful area. What a nice spot. I mean, other than the trash and the bullshit. Dragon, gotta love the local tweaker ruining fishing spots. Man, you ain't lying there, dog. I'm about to pop the old Bolski out and I'm gonna cheers you real quick. That and it just makes it bad for me, you know. I like to come back here and smoke. You know, you got fucking crackheads and stuff back here. How you supposed to do that? They're drawing in all the bad attention. Nila, welcome. How's it going? Double tap that screen if you haven't already. And if you like fishing content, you're in the right place. Cheers, cheers. Oh yeah. Thing is too, I wanted the speaker back so bad that I cut out and went and headed here on an empty tummy. And I'm feeling it right now. right now, guys. It is freaking beautiful. I'm doing, guys. I want to take some fish. I catch fish all the time, brother. I eat them and catch them and eat them. Right on the banks. You go check out my videos. I do a lot of catch and cooks. And we do, here recently, we've been doing a lot of live streams out on the water as well. Oh man, this water, the sun. It's very beautiful right now. Early morning, ice cold creek water. Look at all those bugs on the water, you guys. There's so many of them. You'd think a fish would be in this area to eat these, but I think why not would be because of children. Adventures, welcome, bro. We're out on the water, man. I thought we were gonna have a coffee live, but maybe not. We're just gonna go ahead and have a freaking fishing live, man. It's beautiful out this morning in the rain. It's kind of like said, hey, we're not gonna hit you until this afternoon. And so that gives me the chance to come back out here. But I honestly came back out here because yesterday's dispute with them children and them stealing my child's stroller caused me to leave my $80 JBL clip speaker. And I was beating myself up over it last night. And I woke up this morning and I looked at her and I said, hey, I'm gonna go get that speaker. She's like, what if it's not there? And I'm like, well, it's not there, you know. But she was. We got her back. Now we're just hitting the trails, walking, looking for another hole to hit. And to be honest with you, I don't think we're gonna hit anymore this direction. It gets real tight. The creek gets super wide, but all the water is moving like this over there. And trout really don't like to hang out in that kind of stuff. They like to run, they like to hang out kind of where that water is to start slowing down. It's still moving, but they kind of like it to where it's going to start slowing down just a bit. Okay. Adventures and stories, love it. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, plenty of that, man. And Grandpa, he always told me to get out here, man. Early morning, early bird gets the worm, and he keeps on telling me, if you want mushrooms, then you need, man, this area looks really good. A lot of swampy water. I'm looking for the right trees. Here, I'll turn this around so you guys can see what I'm looking at here. So there's a creek, or pretty much a swampy bog right in through here, or a lot of rainwater, and it's just been here. They're like ponds, to be honest. I don't know, man. Just right down in here where the slope goes down, and then there's a flat down there. I just feel like that'd be where some mushrooms would be, especially morels. It's at 10 a.m. Yeah, I think it is going on 10 here as well. So thank you guys for hanging out, coming over this morning. I didn't expect anybody to honestly come say anything. Oh, I do remember the spot up here. Okay, this must have been where them kids were. I take it back, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the last spot we hit up here. I'm glad I took a few more steps down. But no, man. I really, really am missing out on mushroom season right now. It's literally prime time mushroom season. It's just these areas just don't look critique for it. Man, and there is just a horrific smell coming from down through there. Or down this way where the wind's blowing, but I can't tell for sure. Man, it's just that spot where I gotta go down, slide down pretty much. think so. Yep. It's the slide. We're gonna hit a slide. Said early, and he said why is because when the sun cracks over the horizon, you want to be low. You want to be low near to the ground, so that way, you know, you're gonna get the first glimpse of the mushroom as the sun's hitting it. That's where the morels like to sit, is early in the morning. Their peakest spot is gonna be where that first sun touches normally. And then that's another good thing that I got out here to see what's going on. So I can see where the sun's rising right now and stuff, but the sun has been rising kind of weird. I know I'm not the only one that's been watching it and paying attention to it that in depth, but all right, we're sliding, ladies and gentlemen, fishing on one hand, y'all on the other. Oh yeah, Chad would say. Chad, I know I seen you in here, brother. Welcome. Tina, if you're in here, welcome. Everybody, welcome. J-Man, welcome in this morning. We're on a fishing adventure. Not gonna be a long one. We're just hanging out. Came back to get something that we lost. We're just gonna hit a couple more holes since we're able to. And during that, we're just walking around. We're trying to keep an eye on the ground here because the wildlife, one, and two, the mushrooms are out. So maybe we can get here though and catch a fish, because I've been here before. This is where it kind of starts to split. There's a little split with some islands out there that have built up over the years. Guessing, I don't know where those kids were yesterday. Anyway, we're gonna cast in there. It's looking juicy over there. We got like a little wooden platform here. Maybe we can make this useful. Grandpa always said early, man. Early bird gets that worm, man. Early bird, early fish. They want the worm. Looks like we had some deer down here. Deer here. Deer here. Deer. Oh, deer. Deer on the road. Chat's getting quiet. Come on, y'all. Talk it up. I know it's early. Take a sip of that coffee. Get it in you. I know you guys are like, Ray, you've never been up this early. At least on the water this early. That's going to change a lot, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to change a lot. It's actually going to be something that happens quite often. Why? Because I'm a fisher of men. Right now we're just throwing the spoon around. We're trying to cut into a tiger or maybe even a brownie. If there's any in the spot. I really don't want to switch up. I may switch up one time down at the other hole at the bridge. And I'm going to take you guys down to the bridge fishing. The big bridge always holds the fish. So hopefully we'll get something. If not here, definitely down there. maybe my suggestions and guesses was correct. You know, I'm not gonna lie, trout do like shallow water, but right now the water's dropping. Like the flats in the water are starting to appear. Like this right here, you probably couldn't even come down to this log a few days ago. But now the water's dropped. There's not as much moisture going, and then fish are moving into those deeper holes. They want to go to deeper spots because they know that they can be hidden from like off sprays. Um, I seen an eagle this morning. I wish I was. That's another big reason why I said fuck it. I'm going live. But there was an eagle flew over. They come through these creeks and those storks. You'll catch them standing on the sides of the bank waiting for a trout to come up or downstream. And it's pretty cool to watch, but it's pretty messed up too that we as humans here as trout anglers, we ain't the only ones plucking the trout. Birds gotta eat too, right? All right, just because I just can't go without throwing another bait. It feels not in my DNA if I don't change at least once and change it. You know what I mean? If I'm not, if I'm hitting one hole and moving on, just using one bait, you're slimming your odds a lot because there could be fish right there that want to eat, but that you're just throwing something they don't want. So, multiple things can be the game-changing factor of fishing. Or, as in some people would call, catching, if that's what you want to do, is catch them. What do we got in here so far? Adventure. I go trout fishing at 4:30 a.m. It's nature's trout. We just disturbed it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But it did say in the Bible that God did give man fish. Man, not animal. Man, but we don't know. We don't. I'm gonna be real, bro. I try not to speak into the religion shit too much, but that's why it's hard to believe any books. Everybody's got so many different religions, so many beliefs that a lot of stories, man. A lot of stories. Not stories like what we sit here and tell each other now because we have this technology face to face. It's stories that have been passed down for thousands and thousands of generations. Trout gang, let's go. And I don't know, man. It's just I'm not gonna say the world's lost its ways, but they have over the years. They definitely have. I got the rocket, baby, by the bar. I know it's going crazy. Oh, breaking. Shit, I did. They want my nail for my rig. And guess what? See you later, Dabnell. I don't need you no more. I don't. You just broke it. Bad. Really bad. It's okay. It's alright though. You know why? It was time for some new stuff anyway. But the Bolski's still good. It's solid. She's solid, bud. Broke it off. Where in the world? Oh, I remember now. Put it in the pouch. Goober. There she is. Where's my power bag? Where I must have this. I could have swore I had another. seem like. You go through this power bait quick, I can't even lie. Especially when the fish are hitting. So you only want to put a dollop on there. So that's why we can't even feed our families. Yeah, man, I mean, normally they go home, they get eaten. The other day we ate those ones. And a few days before that we ate some more. Fish is good, man. It's just all how you prep it and whether or not you actually like it or not. If you're just coming in, double tap that screen, welcome in. Welcome to RayRay Outdoors. If you like fishing, this is your channel. Uh-oh. Double tap that screen if you're just coming in. Welcome to RayRay Outdoors. Where we're getting snags. Wrapped up there. See, I felt a snag right there. I was about to be under a rock. I lifted my rod, I popped. I got it all back, even my bait, my power bait. It's almost falling off, but it's still there. Well, we gave her a whirl. I knew the power bait was going to fall off right there. We're going to go heading down towards the other way. Got a couple spots down that way we could hit. I'm seeing no more comments right now. Is anybody in here? Do me a favor and drop one so I know that my chat's still working. That happened to me the other day as well. My chat froze up on me for some reason. I had people messaging me saying, "Are you not getting our comments?" I was like, "No." Here, okay. They're still working. Thank you, Adventures. I appreciate that. Adventures, I think you just earned you a roll, brother. There you go. You are now blue. Welcome to the blue crew, man. Welcome to the blue crew. It's about to be tough getting out of here. I can feel it. And why is because of that hill that we just slid down. Got another walkout right here. Give me another option, Lord. I don't want to have to climb. That was painful. Last time I did it. The winds are blowing. Nice. I'm also looking to see maybe if I can see a few morels. No problem. Thank you, Adventures, for being here. You were here last night. I think you were in all my lives yesterday. True dedication and support is what I'm looking for, man, and you're showing it, so thank you very much. Anybody that's just coming in, double tap the screen. We gotta find our way back up out of this hole. All right. Back up the hill we go. Let go of my rod, please. Thank you. Oh, somebody lost some headphones. Some wraparounds. Little wraparound. Boy, you talk about getting yourself into situations. Ugh. You can't climb hills, man. You don't want to come trout fish PA, I'll tell you that. Because the remote areas, they're all like this. But you take your time. Woo. Take your time and you get out of there safely. Yeah, Indiana Chris, my brother, had me come check you out. We love trout fishing. Well, I know Indy's a little older, and I don't know how old you are. I don't know if you're his real brother. But I've told Indy if he ever gets a shot at getting down this way, I know he said he's up in, I think, Michigan, or up towards Michigan and Indiana. That I'd put him on some fish. I know that you guys probably got trout fishing up there. But like I try to explain to a lot of people, one of the guys I watch, Catfish Terry, he's a jig tire, Carver family and them. Because I invited him to come up here a little bit while back before trout opener started. We stock over 5 million fish a year, and that's not including the wild rainbow, the native brook trout, and the wild brown trout that are here. We also stock tigers, and we also stock gold trout. So 5 million fish a year, and everybody here don't eat or keep all the fish. So it's a ridiculous amount of fish in them waters. Like both of them holes probably had fish in them. They just didn't want what I had. And yeah, there's gonna be days where I'll go to a hole though, and the fish do want what I have, because there's been people there not using what I got, but they use it everywhere else. So it's a tough sport, especially in PA, because everybody fishes, everybody uses their own tactics. Yeah, man, if you're ever interested, you and Indy, more than welcome to come down to PA. You guys pay for your trip, and get you a room for about, I don't know, maybe a week or so. That depending on y'all. Not real brothers, but he's like family. I'm 51 from New Jersey. Okay. So you're closer than he is, honestly. Adventures. You're a lot closer than he is. Yeah, man. I love putting people on fish. A lot of people are like, man, you can make money taking people and putting them on the fish and stuff like that. And to be honest, I probably even have the skill set to do so. I don't believe in taking people's money for just catching fish, man. It makes me mad enough that I got to pay for my fishing license like I do every year. So there's a mushroom growth in the log. Yep, my stroller was sitting right there yesterday, man. Right there, we were right down the hill at that spot. And freaking kids snatched my kid's stroller yesterday, man, and ran off down that direction and took it somewhere. I don't know where they took it to, but I don't know which spot it was down through there. But I'm just like, man, don't get me wrong, I remember when I was younger, I did some stupid stuff and messed with some things, but I knew if it was someone's kid's stroller and I seen them kids and said parents down the hill, I wasn't going to touch that person's stroller. I know what kind of trouble it could cause me, so I'm going to take the gander right here and I'm going to walk off into these woods real quick. And why is because I see a lot of mayapple. And I need me a morel. Ooh yeah, briars. Nice, feels real good. Nothing beats briars early in the morning. Alright, I'm gonna set my things right here. There's a couple dead trees I seen from away that I wanted to check out. But morels like a lot of this brush and bush shit too. It's just so dry. I mean, it's moist underneath, but it just is so dry. There's a mushroom, so I'm looking in the right locations. Not a morel, but we're gonna go over there and look at him if we can get there. Oh. All right, early morning crawls, boys. I'll get some ticks on us tonight. Can we not, please? Freaking needles. Oh, thorn bushes and stuff. Something's been here and ate something. Man, I just want to see a patch of morels. Trying to make my way over here to this freaking mushroom. There it is. There's one. I don't know what kind of mushroom it is. Oh, it opens up over there. See my bag still, so ain't gone too far. Mushy. It's got like a pinkish gill plate. It smells really good. Morels are hard to find, man. Here in PA, it's different than it is in my home state of Indianapolis, Indiana. Because I'm actually from Indiana as well, where Indiana Chris is from. I told him there's a few places I go, but down in Indy, see, there's different trees there. There's a lot of different trees there, like tulip, what they call tulip poplars. And let's just say that morels grow around those trees if they're alive or dead. So every year, if you go to where there's a tulip poplar farm or trees or whatever, then you can find them, and usually without a hassle. So we're gonna go back this direction. I had another tree I wanted to look at. Been on all fours here today, boys. All right, there's our bag. Where's that other one? And you know, the problem is as well, I'm used to looking for gray and grays and yellows. However, there's black morels, and they're very hard to find. Like, at least it seems like. I keep hearing howling. There's just so much dead tree back here that you would think would be some mushies. And you see, I seen that gray mushroom, so it's not like I can't see. Oh, snipes. Something metal over there. And that's why I know that it'd be hard to find them too here. Because there's a lot of I mean, usually disturbed soil is good, but there's something right there. That was the other one I was looking at. This tree right here, going up, and this one. There's a few of them over there as well. Yeah, this soil is just not wet enough, and there's just so much exposure to the sunlight. All right, we're gonna get on a move here. That way, I'm not being gone for too long. I told the wife I wouldn't be gone long, so I will stick to that word. Ow! Oh yeah. Good old Rosie Bushy. Good old morning, Rosie Bushy. Grab a hold of you. Say hello. All right. You got me again. And that's the other bad thing about PA. If you want morels, sometimes, like my buddy Dalton, or, as you guys know him as, Fish Folks at Outdoors. He has to walk sometimes about 4 or 5 miles into the woods before he gets anything. The year that I went with him, there's a spot that we go to, and he wouldn't have to go too far. Wouldn't have to go too far at all. Right down the hill, actually. But it was deep in the woods. And yeah, last year they did some construction down by where he used to hunt them, and it's a lot more open down there. Which, one, the exposure to all that light and that sun could have done some damage, one, or two. There's also the fact of they put purple paint and no trespassing signs all down through there. You used to not have that, so just tell her you got lost in the woods. Yeah, if I lived in the woods still, that might work. Like, literally, that may just work, Chad. Like where I did live. But now that we're back to where we are, kind of more towards the urban city area, no, she's a bigger lion. And why? Is because she knows how good I am on the roadways in cities. I don't get lost. But you're absolutely right. There has been times where I'd go out in the woods for hours, and she'd be trying to get a hold of me. My phone wouldn't even barely answer. Didn't have no cell service. And she'd be like, where are you at? That's why a lot of my videos before, that I wouldn't be doing lives if I lived where I did live. unless I was at home or on top of the mountain. It would definitely be different. I used to do live streams up there on Facebook. Facebook just don't have no interaction, man. There's barely anybody on there. I mean, it's like I got, I think, 6K followers now, if I'm not mistaken. Can't remember, but I don't know. It's hard to get people to convert. Got 2 in the chat. What time is it? It's only 10 o'clock. This is what happens when I get up early. That's what happens when you get up early and get on. Told the wife too, if she needed me, she needed to get in the chat, and I'll be right home as soon as if it was an emergency. But right now, the way the kids seem, it looks that they're doing okay, and I ain't gonna have to stress it too bad. Not right now. About to hit the bridge. Reels and pictures get lots of attention on Facebook. How's it going? Good. It's a nice day to be out, isn't it? What's that? It's a nice day to be out, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Good luck.
Thank you, man. Man, that water's moving down there. She's moving down there, ladies and gentlemen. But there's a rock flat down there. Right down there where the rocks are. Train tracks. It's getting windy right here, boy. We had all kinds of protection from that freaking wind earlier. And usually, over there, there's a flat. Usually you can stand. And also, so a lot of the times in the summertime when I'm down here bass fishing for smallmouth and stuff, you'll see me out on those. And we're gonna see if there's a trout or 2 in here. But this will probably be our last destination for those who and has jumped in this morning to hang out. I greatly appreciate y'all. Greatly. We're gonna come down here to where it's open. A little sandbar, if you will. Throw you guys right here in the shade. Hold up. Now I'm going to flip y'all around. Come on. There we go. Alright. Let's make a cast with the power bait a couple times on a jig head. And then we'll switch over to that spoon again. And we're going to call it. I was looking for a catch. Sometimes you come out here and you don't catch nothing. A lot of people, they think that sometimes the morning time is it. Grandpa even used to say it. But I think that's for specific fishing. I think trout, you got to give them time throughout the day. Get their day going. They're like kind of like a human. You come find them in that afternoon when they're hungry. And they're not gonna disappoint. So let's see though. Under a minute long clip. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been averaging on some of my shorts, man. Something like on here, something like a 1,000, sometimes 1,200. But it's been it's been quiet the last couple times. But I think it's because I'm sharing YouTube. On YouTube, it wants you to make a video, like an actual video, and then it wants you to take that video and make shorts out of it and remixes. Um, I do the short clips too out of my live streams like here, and they get a couple like 700 to 800 views, but YouTube seems to push it a little bit more if you set and you make videos and take shorts from that. Oh, I think we had one. Couldn't tell for sure. I think we just had a bite. We'll try it one more time with this, and then we're gonna give the old spoon a cast over there. On that other side, I probably should have went over there, but I definitely need to get me some more power rate. Garlic, anyway. This is, I'm telling you, if you guys got any trout in your waters, James, High, you got a place for a boat? Yeah, I got a few different lakes that you can put boats on, James. Quite a few, actually. But you're man, when it comes to the lakes, man, I don't like being on a lake, man. I like chasing fish down. I like being on a stream. I like ice cold water. Even though, you know, some lakes can be pretty cold, but you won't even want to step in this water. It's so cold. And why is because it's mountain spring water. You guys see me over here? All right, all right. There's a massive carp right here. Massive carp right here. Time to throw on the spoon. Time to throw on the spoon. And then after that, we're out. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, though, that have came in and hung out. Justin, what's up, brother? Welcome this morning. Yeah, we're over here on the Lola Hannah, brother. Not too far. But I know it seems to be hard for you and Matt to get rides, man. I've been asking him for a while to come out here, and he's just been seeming not able to, so. Which is cool. I mean, I know things happen. It's kind of hard to do anything when you're on a bicycle. Try to hit this fish whistle. Alright. Spoon. There she is. Alrighty. Couple casts with this, and then RayRay's heading home. Wife's got a couple errands to run when she gets up. And I really don't know what the day holds for us. I really don't. I know my man Crisis is not going to be too happy. Damn, I missed Ray's live. But he's still knocked out right now. Alright, spoon. We got it? What do we got? Something smoked it. Something smoked. I think that was our one, y'all. Man. That sucks. I mean, he pounced it hard, too. Oh, there's one right there. There's one right there. I had one chase me all the way up to the bank. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna call it. We got a bite. Sometimes that's all you're gonna get. Nonetheless, we got out here, got what I needed back, and got to fish for a while. So that's all that matters. And I can feel the UV rays from that sun today. But it's supposed to rain later this afternoon, which is going to cool things off. Keep it luke around the area. That way, in this next week or so, once we get everything doctor-wise switched over, we gotta get a bunch of stuff switched over, address-wise and everything like that. I plan on making a little trip. I want to go fish with my buddy Matty Ice along the Kish Creek. We're going to go hunt down some fish over there live, and I hope you guys can tune in for that. Ball wise, no, we didn't catch nothing today, man. Yesterday's live was good. The day before yesterday's live was even better. 2 days ago, we were on this same stretch of water and caught 2 tiger trout. It was awesome. 2 tiger trout, 3 rainbows that day. We got a few bites. We were out here to re-attract something that we left. Retract, whatever. We ended up leaving here yesterday after we had a little picnic. Luckily, it was still here. Now, I'm headed home. But I appreciate each and every one of y'all who have came in, checked out the live, stuck around this morning. Do me a favor, double tap that screen if you haven't already. Alright. Now we got a journey. Everything been running smooth for everybody. Micah, welcome. Justin, are you still here? I know it says we got a couple in the house, but YouTube's always lying. So. Man, I can't believe one bite. That was it right there. That's good. Good morning, fish folks. We missed out on the party. We are heading home. Got a couple bites. Wasn't nothing crazy. Both bows. Ooh. Looky, where's E when you need him? Look at that guy. Look at him, ladies and gentlemen. He's pretty big. It's about a 4.5 foot snake, 5 foot snake. Tina, look at the snake, man. We ain't gonna bother you, buddy. Heck yeah. I think that's I ain't no snake expert or nothing, but I think he might be a rat snake. Fish folks said I'm good. Yeah. He's just off to go get his first meal of the day, probably. Just like me. Well, fish focus pretty much today was pretty decent. Like I said, I came down here not really to catch fish. I just came down here to get my speaker that we left here the other day or yesterday because of all that shit with the kids stealing my stuff. Dude, welcome in, brother. Anybody that's just joining, do me a favor, double tap that screen. We're just wrapping up our morning. I gotta get back home. I got out here for a little while. Enjoyed it. Yeah, usually, that flat right there, you guys can see the water. And, that little flat, usually that's where I'm at, standing in the summertime. So there's still a couple feet to drop before that can happen. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the break of the edge of the bridge. I hope each and every one of y'all have a great day. Tune in for the next one. Like I said, my buddy Fish Focused himself that's in here. We were planning on a day of linking together, going over to right here and possibly Swiftly, just to fish a couple creeks instead of just one. And do a little catch and cook before he rolls out and goes home. And I hope to get the tying device so we can get these jigs started underway. Can't wait. Until next time, y'all.